I am John Briscoe, the common sense, open-minded candidate. I'm one of you in Huntington Beach. People ask, does John Briscoe live, work, and own property in Huntington Beach? And the answer is yes, John Briscoe is your man about town. I am the trustee Briscoe, the common sense elected official. They say John Briscoe is one of us in Surf City. I've been elected 4 times Ocean View School District trustee, serving over 14 years. I work every day for highest student achievement. That trustee Briscoe is known for his fight to remove dangerous chemicals and pollutants from our schools. I installed mandatory cursive writing and free home typing lessons for our students. I am the Common Sense Community Representative. I'm a member of Boy Scouts, Rotary, the Optimist Club, Cross Point and Grace Church, PTA, Marina Football, AYSO Soccer, Little League, and even Toastmasters. I am the Common Sense business owner and a licensed broker. I provide military veteran housing to our most destitute servicemen. I stopped high-density development, and the Briscoe family name is known for open space. I'm called Professor Briscoe at Cal State Long Beach. I am well educated with 2 advanced graduate degrees. Youth look to the Briscoe moniker for mentoring. I will be your common sense city council leader, stopping the homeless problem, improving our parks, and most important, supporting our full funding of our police and fire departments with feet on the street and equipment ready to roll. I am your neighbor. I am a seasoned elected official and local control advocate. The Briscoe name means common sense, Huntington Beach leadership.
Hello, my name is Brian Burley. I am number 1 on the ballot, and I'm running to be your next Huntington Beach City Councilman. This upcoming City Council election is the most important race in our city's history. We currently face issues related to COVID-19, homelessness, and rising crime here in Huntington Beach. One thing is abundantly clear. Huntington Beach deserves new leadership, and I have the leadership and experience our city desperately needs. I am bringing our community together as I'm running on a platform that we all can rally behind. I'm uniquely positioned to represent the city of Huntington Beach as I'm running on a pro-public safety, pro-fiscal responsibility, pro-business, pro-infrastructure, and pro-environment platform. My website, brianburley.com, has specific proposals to address all major issues. What sets my campaign apart from the competition is that I have the experience we desperately need. As a local business owner, earlier this year, I stood up for our business communities and I called on our city council to formulate a COVID-19 response plan. This is not the first time I fought on behalf of our community either. 2 years ago, I took on the biggest special interest PAC in the city, and that PAC is no longer influencing our elections. This PAC wanted development that did not meet our code, and this PAC wanted to develop on our protected lands and wetlands. I have proven to take on the special interests and party establishment here in Huntington Beach and Orange County. I was overwhelmingly elected to the Orange County Central Committee in March. In this race, I won the Huntington Beach popular vote as I earned almost twice as many votes as second place. The people of Huntington Beach know my heart is in the right place, and that I can be trusted on our city council. I am running because my passion in life is public service. That passion belongs here in Huntington Beach. I first came to Huntington Beach in 2007 when my mother moved out west to receive cancer treatment at the City of Hope. My mother would unfortunately pass away 4 years later in 2011. Throughout that hardship, I was fortunate to have such an amazing family, community, and support system around me. Not everyone is as fortunate though. My passion for public service is to represent those that feel like they have no voice, no representation, and that feel our elected officials do not understand their struggles. I understand your struggles, and I will always work tirelessly on behalf of you. I fell in love with our city when I first came here in 2007. Like for many of you, Huntington Beach is the one place in my life where I'm at peace. I will defend our suburban beach community, and I will deliver the results Huntington Beach deserves. I graciously ask for your vote and support to become your next city councilman. My campaign is for the people, for the city, and for the future of Huntington Beach. Vote number 1 on the ballot. Vote Brian Burley for Huntington Beach City Council.
My name is Sonya Green, mom of 5, successful business owner, and conservative Republican, and I'm proud to be running for City Council. I'm running because our businesses and local economy need our support. Our police officers deserve a City Council that backs the blue, and we need to stop Gavin Newsom. As a successful Huntington Beach business owner, I have helped over 25,000 people find gainful employment. I will seek to do the same on the City Council. Policies from Sacramento have shuttered businesses and even forced some to close. We need a City Council that understands business, how to stimulate it, how to support our local economy, and how to create economic growth and jobs. That's exactly what I've done. As a strong fiscal conservative, I believe in less wasteful spending, lower taxes and fees for you, your family, and our businesses, and less regulation and red tape. I will streamline processes so that current Huntington Beach businesses stay and new businesses are welcome with open arms. As your city council member, I will serve as a roadblock to intrusive policies handed down from Gavin Newsom and his cronies, and I will work with my colleagues, residents, and business owners to kickstart our economy. Now, over the course of the last few months, elected officials have been pressured into defunding our police, making our communities less safe. We've seen our heroic police officers beaten down by the media, spit on, abused, and cursed. I'm here to say enough is enough. As your city council member, I will block any attempt to defund our police. I will wholeheartedly support our law enforcement and maintain robust public safety efforts. My top priority will always be the safety of you, your family, friends, and neighbors. Time and time again, even before coronavirus, Gavin Newsom, California liberals, and Sacramento bureaucrats push one-size-fits-all mandates on our community. California cities are at a crossroads. Do we allow Sacramento to continue crippling our local economies and making our communities less safe? As your council member, I will serve as a wall between us and them. I will fight tirelessly to protect you, your family, your neighbors, and our businesses from government overreach. I know without a doubt that our community knows what is best for each other, not Sacramento. I will be your voice for local control. My name is Sonya Green, and if I am entrusted with your vote, I promise you, Gavin Newsom won't get through me.
Fellow citizens, my name is Mr. Amory Hanson. I am a candidate for councilman and a member of the Huntington Beach Historic Resources Board. I hope to be able to serve my fellow Huntingtonians. Vote for Mr. Amory Hanson, number 5 on the ballot, a historic choice.
Hello, Huntington Beach. My name is Matthew Harper. I grew up here in Huntington Beach and attended our local public schools. My wife Elizabeth and I are homeowners in Huntington Beach, and we both graduated together from Huntington Beach High School. I then attended Orange Coast College and transferred to the University of Southern California, earning my degree in public policy and management. I successfully served 12 years on the Huntington Beach Union High School District Board of Trustees, 4 years on the Huntington Beach City Council, and 4 years as our local representative to the California State Assembly. As mayor of Huntington Beach in 2014, I saw through the completion of our new skate park, led a groundbreaking of our new senior center, and repealed several outdated laws, defended our beach bonfire rings, and celebrated 100 years of surfing in the city of Huntington Beach. I have kept my promises before, and it is my job to continue to earn your trust. I am running because I have the experience and the qualifications to help our city move forward responsibly through tough times. I love Huntington Beach and will defend the people of our city. My priorities for Huntington Beach City Council include public safety, infrastructure, economic development, administrative and fiscal accountability, property rights, personal freedom, and opposition to higher taxes. I pledge to protect Proposition 13, and I will fight for local control. With me, there are no surprises. I value patriotism, I respect our Constitution, and I will stand for law enforcement. Join council members, school board trustees, former mayors, and other local leaders in support of my campaign, including Senator John Moorlach, Sheriff Don Barnes, former Huntington Beach mayors Barbara Del Glaze, Tom Mays, Jerry Matney, Don McAllister, John Erskine, Dave Sullivan, Keith Bohr, Joe Carcio, and Don Hanson, former Huntington Beach City Councilman Devin Dwyer, Orange County Board of Education Trustee Mary Barkey, Huntington Beach Union High School District Trustees Michael Simons, Susan Henry, and Dwayne Dishno, Fountain Valley School District Trustee Jim Canine, Ocean View School District Trustee Norm Westwell, Westminster School District Trustee Francis Wynn, California State Assembly nominees Janet Wynn and Diane Dixon, former California State Assemblyman Travis Allen, former Orange County Board of Education Trustee Alexandra Coronado, the Republican Party of Orange County, and the Orange County Taxpayers Association. I am former Huntington Beach Mayor Matthew Harper, and I'm experienced, qualified, responsible, and conservative. I am a reliable vote on the City Council for a balanced budget and against tax increases. I hear you. Please vote to bring back prosperity back to Huntington Beach. Let's get to work. Please mark your ballot today and vote Matthew Harper for Huntington Beach City Council.
Hello, my name is Dan Kalmick. I'm running for Huntington Beach City Council and I'm number 14 on the ballot. I grew up in the community, bought my house here 15 years ago, and have started my family here with my wife and our new daughter Samantha. I've been active and engaged in city government for a decade, and I've served for the last 8 years on the Planning Commission and was recently elected vice chair. I love Huntington Beach. It's great. It's why we all choose to live here. But I think we have opportunities to be better, and I've been involved long enough to know how to make that happen. I've protected our wetlands as a board member of the Bolsa Chica Land Trust, and I've protected our community by voting to decrease building heights and increase setbacks along Beach Boulevard. But we need to look to the future, and unfortunately COVID-19 overshadows all future things we do. My views on COVID-19 are science and data-driven. During my studies in electrical engineering and computer science at UC Berkeley, I was taught how to analyze data and draw conclusions based on that data. In my day job as owner of my IT management consulting company, I work daily with small businesses who now have employees working from home. We need an enforceable mask mandate in HB. I want to open our businesses and our economy as fast but as safe as possible, and wearing a mask is a simple and easy sacrifice to accomplish that goal. We must also support our businesses financially by working with our county, state, and federal partners. The city needs to step up and offer larger investment in the community. We need to make sure we help businesses survive, people stay in their homes, and help mom and pop property owners pay their mortgages. As a former OCFA Reserve firefighter and EMT, I know firsthand the toll homelessness can take on the community. I believe a homeless shelter that's under construction on Beach Boulevard is the right move to house our homeless population, and that we must provide a permanent plan to keep people off the streets, including wraparound services. We must also begin to address things that cause homelessness, such as housing affordability, lack of mental health services, and protecting a strong economy that keeps people employed. And as Sacramento has made very clear, if we don't come up with a plan for additional housing, they'll do it for us, and it'll have disastrous impacts locally. And moving our homeless and social services out from under the police department will be imperative in making these plans successful. I'm not talking about defunding the police. I don't want to do that. We need to raise additional revenue through licensing and taxation of short-term vacation rentals and cannabis to be able to provide those types of social services that our police are not equipped nor should be handling. My entire family has been in public safety, and our firefighters know that I'll make sure that they have what they need to do their job, which is why they've endorsed my campaign. I'll also make sure our police officers have what they need as well. I'll make sure that they're there to protect you. And finally, I want to help bring down the cost of internet in HB. I'm proposing the city begin to create a public option for broadband in the city. This will bring down the cost of internet by creating competition in the marketplace and allow for free Wi-Fi in our parks and beaches. It's just the right thing to do. I've worked very hard on our planning commission and my other duties throughout the city for the last decade. I like to say that nobody has ever accused me of showing up to a meeting unprepared. And I will bring that same level of preparedness and perseverance to City Council. I work in good faith, without ideology, and will keep Huntington Beach prosperous and safe. I ask for your vote starting October 5th. My name is Dan Kalmick. I'm number 14 on the ballot. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to introduce myself. My name is Thomas LaParne, and I'm a true homegrown grassroots candidate asking for your consideration and your vote in the City of Huntington Beach City Council election this year. I've had the pleasure of meeting and speaking with many of my local neighbors, friends, and families, and throughout my 30 years of volunteering and participating in community service here in our great city of Huntington Beach, I've got to know you all. I was born and raised in Huntington Beach. I attended our schools, Smith, Dwyer, and Huntington Beach High School, and currently serve as the alumni membership chairman of Huntington Beach High School. Raising my children here and continuing with my community participation and volunteering has given me an opportunity to be well versed on the issues facing our city and the insight into the current and future concerns that face us as residents. I will ensure a nonpartisan, community-driven vote on all matters that come before the City Council, and I'm making a commitment to you that I will appoint like-minded citizens to our city commissions and our boards to protect your interests. I will work with the fellow council members to bring cohesion and unity to mitigate issues that are brought before our City Council. As a true grassroots candidate, my campaign has been solely funded by you, the citizens of Huntington Beach, to be their voice. With absolutely no ties to any special interest funding, I am unencumbered, and a vote for me, Thomas LaParne, will ensure a nonpartisan, community-driven vote on all matters. I support a small government, our first responders, our fire, our police, our lifeguards, and I'm an advocate for our city attorney and our small business for great fiscal responsibility. I support our community volunteer efforts to support our children, our families, our parks, and our beaches. And I'm available to meet with any of you at any time to discuss any concerns you might have. You can reach me at thomas4hb@gmail.com. Thank you for your time and consideration. I will serve with honor and integrity, and I will value the trust that you have placed in me with your vote. Vote for me, Thomas LaParne, number 3 on November 3, 2020. God bless.
Hello, my name is Casey McKeon, and I'm running for Huntington Beach City Council. I'm a third-generation Huntington Beach resident. My grandfather moved his young family here after serving as a doctor in the Korean War. I attended Harborview Elementary, graduated from Marina High School, went to OCC, and then graduated from the Marshall School of Business at USC. I'm a lifelong HB resident and small business owner that specializes in renovating retail shopping centers. I had the honor of being able to buy a home here 2 years ago so that I could raise a family and continue on our HB heritage. Last year was the toughest year of my life as my young, beautiful bride, Josephine, was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer. And through our journey to remission and survival, my life was changed. I understand and appreciate more the value of family, neighbors, and our community, and how critical it is to ensure they are protected and cherished. I look at how my mother has run her local small business, the Pier Plaza Art Fair, since I was in middle school, and how ingrained my stepfather's business, the Beef Palace Butcher Shop, is in the community, being a staple business since 1970. And it motivates me to get involved and give back, to protect the freedoms, values, and ideals that make Huntington Beach one of the best cities in the world. And that is why I'm running for City Council. I was nominated by Mayor Lynn Sameta to be on the Investment Advisory Board, and I was recently appointed and currently am on the Finance Commission. And through that experience with City Hall, I realized I want to do more, step up, and answer the call to serve my community. I grew up here. I passionately love this city, and I believe the best communities are locally run. I feel it's important that local citizens who are invested in the well-being of the community are responsible for steering the city's direction for years to come, and not outside special interest groups. If you elect the right people, you can solve the local issues and problems that we all care about. Let's fight to preserve HB's local control as a charter city, which grants us constitutional rights that protect us from Sacramento's overreach. We know what's right for our city, what issues we face, and it's up to us to decide how to fix our problems, not a one-size-fits-all directive from Sacramento. I will fight to protect Huntington Beach from irresponsible development, to ensure our city remains a suburban beach community that protects our open spaces. I am uniquely qualified to tackle and defend this issue as a retail shopping center renovator. Our city took a major revenue hit this year from the pandemic, so I will focus on reviving our economy, bringing back tourism dollars, hotel reservation fees, and giving our small businesses the resources they need to thrive. I have recently brought together a group of small businesses to form the Huntington Beach Small Business Association, and we are putting together a platform of 10 priorities that the city can improve on in order to make the city more business-friendly and streamlined. Reviving our small businesses is critical to the long-term financial health of the city, especially as we recover from the COVID-19 closures. Also, being a resident of Southeast Huntington Beach, I know I have a lot of big issues like ASCON, the power plant, tank farms, Poseidon, and homelessness. And it's imperative these issues are addressed and remain in focus so that we can come up with solutions that will benefit the entire city. It's critical you elect local grassroots candidates that represent the residents of Huntington Beach and not special interest groups. We are your conduit to City Council and represent your voice. I'm number 12 on the ballot. I respectfully request your vote for City Council.
Hello, my name is Jeff Morin, and I'm running for Huntington Beach City Council. I have proudly made my home in Huntington Beach for nearly 30 years. For the last 20 years, my wife and I have lived in the northwest portion of the city, where we currently own and operate our small business. I care tremendously about the city, and that's why I'm running for City Council. I'm not a politician, and I've never run for elected office. I retired in 2019 after an extensive career with AT&T, starting at the bottom and working my way up through the corporation into various executive management positions. From a dial-o operator to field technician, then into engineering and corporate procurement, where I ultimately had responsibility for more than $600 million annually, nearly twice the size of our city's budget. During this span, while working full-time, I earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Management from Pepperdine University, and later earning an MBA from Golden Gate University. Over the last 12 years of my career, I was responsible for community relations and legislative affairs throughout Orange County, working closely across party lines with local, state, and federal elected officials. As a result, I have built numerous long-term relationships that are necessary to move our city forward with collaborative solutions. I currently serve as a founding member and vice chairman of Huntington Beach's Jet Noise Commission, fighting against negative impacts from commercial jet traffic over our city. Despite my retirement in 2019, I kept my commitment to the community and continue to serve as chairman of the board for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Anaheim Cypress. I also continue to serve as the immediate past president of the Coastline College Foundation, where I served 4 years as president during my 12-year tenure with the organization. Additionally, I previously served on the board of directors for Girls Inc. of Orange County, and have also served on the board of directors for various Chamber of Commerces, including Anaheim, Costa Mesa, and Tustin, as well as a strategic advisory board for the Vietnamese American Chamber of Orange County. My service, trust, and experience have earned me the endorsements of Orange County Sheriff Don Barnes, California Senator John Morlock, Orange County Board of Supervisors Michelle Steele and Don Wagner. 10 former Huntington Beach mayors have endorsed me, the Orange County Business Council, the Republican Party of Orange County, and the Orange County Taxpayers Association. I believe that I have the commitment, knowledge, and experience and proven leadership necessary to lead Huntington Beach into the future, and I would be honored to have your vote for City Council. I am Jeff Morin, number 11 on your ballot. Please visit www.morin4hb.com. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Natalie Moser. I'm a longtime supporter of Huntington Beach, and I'm running for City Council so I can be your neighborhood advocate. I'm glad you're here with me right now because if you're watching this, it means you care about this city and you intend to have a say about who will be fighting for you at City Hall. I grew up in Huntington Beach, I went to school here, started a small business here, own a home here, and I feel lucky to be raising my family here. I'm deeply invested in and committed to this city and to its people. Voting in elections is the way we cause change in this country. In some ways, this year is unlike any other in our history. We're in the midst of a crippling pandemic. We're living through a period of civil unrest and economic uncertainty. It's time to take the reins, and so I ask for your vote. As your representative, I intend to take a broad, whole city approach to managing our biggest and most compelling challenges, and to find opportunities for positive change. Those who know me will tell you I'm a hardworking go-getter with a can-do spirit, who's both a trailblazer and a team player. Through ongoing community engagement, I've been involved in far-reaching networks within the area, including at City Hall. My immediate goals include helping to ensure the safety of residents as we navigate the COVID-19 pandemic by following science to work towards safely opening our local businesses and reviving our local economy. Combating climate change by supporting policy that aims to protect our beaches, wetlands, and coastline, lower our carbon footprint, and minimize the risk of sea level rise. Working with government at all levels to address the city's homeless population with kindness and compassion. We can do this by identifying areas of opportunity, creating a long-term plan that works, and securing resources and funding we can use to our benefit and to the benefit of those who need our help. Creating a vision for what we want our city to look and feel like, rather than focusing on what we don't want. That would mean being a welcoming and inclusive city. It would also mean addressing housing costs and shortages while still preserving our Surf City aesthetic and minimizing traffic and parking congestion by avoiding high-density housing development projects. Of course, this is just the beginning. There's so much more to do and to talk about. I hope you'll visit my website at nataliemoser4hb.com. That's Natalie Moser, the number 4hb.com, for more information about me, my endorsements, and what I stand for. While you're there, I encourage you to drop me a note because I am listening. Let's do this together. I'll see you on Election Day when you vote for me, Natalie Moser, for HB City Council.
Hello, my name is Billy O'Connell and I'm running for Huntington Beach City Council. I was born in New York City and raised in Ireland. At the age of 17, I came back to New York. I worked in construction. I worked under the East River and I also worked on high-risers to pay my way through college. I graduated St. Francis College in Brooklyn in 1987 with a degree in accounting. In 1990, I came to California where I was a Los Angeles County Deputy Sheriff for many years. What I've learned, some people think, talk, and tell. I have done it, I am doing it, and I will continue to do it for the residents of Huntington Beach. In November 1998, we incorporated a nonprofit called Colette's Children's Home.
We have taken over 5,000 homeless women and children off the streets. We have helped over 1,500 women find and retain employment. We have helped reunify over 300 children with their mothers. I love Huntington Beach. I've been involved in many groups in our community. I've also been a strong advocate for the building of the senior center in our park. I believe that we should take care of our seniors and protect their programs because they're the ones that help build the city, and we should ensure a good quality of life in the latter years of their lives. I also believe that we should leave something better behind for the people that come behind us. We need to protect our kids because they are the future of our city. I've been involved in businesses. I have brought business into our community, and I will continue to do so. I believe in a strong, proactive public safety. I believe in a strong police department, a strong fire department, and I will advocate that they have the tools and equipment that they need to overcome their challenges on a daily basis to serve us and our community. I believe it's time for us to open our businesses. No one knows better how to open their businesses than the business owners themselves. We should empower them to open their businesses safely, and they can do it. There is too many people that are in challenging positions, they're in financial hardship, and we need to help them open. As your city councilman, I will advocate for no new taxes. I will stand up to the special interest groups who are trying to control our city. I will stand up against those high-rise buildings. We do not need that in our city. My name is Billy O'Connell, and I would appreciate your vote and support. Please get involved. billyforhb.com. I can be reached at 714-943-0223. Thank you.
Hey Huntington Beach, my name is Oscar Rodriguez and I'm one of the 15 candidates seeking to represent you on the council. As many of you have heard, the top of the ballot is just as important as the bottom. This is crucial for two reasons. Reason number one is they saved the best for last as I'm number 15. So don't forget to scroll down and vote. Reason number two, the decisions we make locally are what truly affects our way of living. Anything from parking ordinances to solving our homeless crisis to ensuring our tourism revenue is reinvested back into our local community. My parents moved my family to Huntington Beach when I was 4 years old. I grew up playing soccer in our parks, running our beautiful beaches, and attending local public schools. I was the first in my family to graduate from Ocean View High School in 2012 and was the first to get my Bachelor of Science degree from Cal State Long Beach. Part of my involvement within the city has been sitting on nonprofit boards, school district committees with the Ocean View School District, and regional boards like the Air Quality Management District. I also help run an affordable youth soccer league which serves between 350 to 500 children every year. I've also taken stances on issues like ensuring our local communities do not suffer from polluting facilities. In 2015, I worked with members of our community to educate them on filing complaints with the right agency. The end result was a $4 million gymnasium for our HB community to enjoy at zero cost to taxpayers. Part of my platform ensures that education, advocacy, and empowerment are forces that guide our policy making. Together, these values have allowed me to be part of local movements that further the protection of our environment, prevention of wasteful spending, and investment in our socioeconomically disadvantaged communities. As an asset manager, I oversee 60 units in Huntington Beach. I help families with transitioning into self-sufficiency through housing and education. As we navigate future uncertainties, I will prioritize policies that prevent homelessness and provide resources to our youth so they can live, work, and raise a family in our city. We must also not ignore that the COVID-19 pandemic has had unprecedented challenges and demonstrated our vulnerabilities as a local municipality. We must also help our small business community, which has suffered immensely as a result of the pandemic. Our mom and pop shops are a pillar to the local economic engine that make our city such a great place to live. We can do this by ensuring we follow guidelines from public health experts and using data to guide our decision making. We must enact these policies to help our local businesses adjust and thrive in today's economy. I want to thank you for tuning in and learning about each and every one of us seeking to represent you and your family. For more information, please visit oscar4hb.com. Thank you.
Hello HB, my name is Eric Silkenson, but all my friends call me Silk. I've lived here for 47 years. I'm a teacher at Edison High School and I'm running for City Council. I won't bore you with a long bio. You can get that from my website, which is silk4hb.com. Let's get straight to the issues. Revenue and budget. We need to get our hotels, bars, restaurants, and small businesses back open safely as soon as possible so that we can begin to balance our budget and undo the damage to our economy caused by the pandemic. Without this revenue, we won't have the money to tackle all of our other issues. The homeless. We need to get the navigation center up and running, which is happening now. And once we do, we can get the help to those who need and want it and give our law enforcement the tools they need to clean up our streets and parks. High density housing. Go almost anywhere in the U.S. and you will realize that most of us in Southern California already live in high density housing. We need more affordable housing in HB. I would support a development similar to the Seagate neighborhood near Main and Garfield, but what I won't support are more 5-story eyesores on Beach or Gothard that strain our infrastructure and clog our streets. Desalination. I do not support the building of a desalination plant next to AES. As a surfer, I know that the damage to our marine environment and our world-renowned beaches would not be worth the higher water prices. Beware of candidates that end up on mailers paid for by Poseidon. That being said, I do support more conservation efforts. Many of the people who say no to desal are the same people who hose off their patios and driveways and water their lawns at noon during the summer. ASCON. I teach 100 yards from a toxic dump. The Ascon site has been mishandled and passed around like a hot potato for too long. I will have our city attorney hold the responsible parties' feet to the fire until we get answers and a feasible plan to keep Southeast HB and the rest of the city safe. Short-term rentals. This is a tough one. Nobody wants to live next door to one, but since there are over 800 of them operating illegally in the city, you may already be living next to one. The truth is, I haven't made up my mind yet. With our budget shortfall, anything that brings revenue to the city should at least be considered. STRs would have to be heavily regulated, maybe escalating fines or property forfeiture and a limit on the amount of STRs. We need an enforcement mechanism also. I need to hear more on this subject, and I want to hear more from the residents of HB, not just the STR operators. I've tried to address the questions that I hear most often while campaigning. If you have any other questions, you can email me through my website, and I absolutely will get back to you. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to vote number 9 on the ballot, Eric Silkenson, for HB City Council. Thank you.
My name is Gracey Van Der Mark. I have been a resident of Huntington Beach for over 20 years. My husband and I chose to raise our children in Huntington Beach because of the safe, suburban, family-friendly environment our city had to offer. The last several years, I've been dividing my time between my advocacy for parental rights and my responsibilities as a finance commissioner for our city. After years of lobbying for parents and children, both locally and in Sacramento, I feel I need to redirect more of my attention to some of the issues here in Huntington Beach. As a finance commissioner, I have firsthand knowledge of the workings of City Hall and the current and future financial challenges we will be facing. One of the issues I'm most concerned about are unfunded liabilities, which are over $440 million. And we are approximately only 67% funded. Huntington Beach has the 3rd highest unfunded liabilities in Orange County, and yet we're the 4th largest city. I also want to address the effects the pandemic has had on our budget. We have taken a massive hit of approximately $25 million in sales tax and tourism revenue. Although we will not know the full financial impact for several months, we need to get ahead of this now and look for new ways to generate revenue without raising taxes. One way to do that is by attracting new businesses and keeping them in our city. Huntington Beach is known for not being very business friendly, and I would like to change that by streamlining our permitting process. I am also very concerned about the safety in our city. One of the first things I noticed when I moved to Huntington Beach was how open our school campuses were. We were able to leave our personal belongings such as bikes, games out in our front yard without a problem, and if we happened to forget to lock our car doors at the end of the day, we woke up to our cars just as we left them, thanks to the safety of our city. Today, our schools are being fenced in, our personal belongings are being stolen from our front yards in broad daylight, and our cars are being broken into. Our parks have also become unsafe. We can no longer take our children to our parks without the smell of urine lingering, syringes in the playground, or drug paraphernalia laying around the ground. And we no longer feel safe going out to dinner on Main Street or other areas because we're worried that we will be attacked by someone wandering the streets with mental illness or addiction. I share our concerns about our community, but I don't believe we're being heard. I would like to change that by serving as a representative of our community and being that strong voice for our residents. We need to make our city safe again. We need to stabilize our financial situation, and we need to make our voices matter once again. I respectfully ask for your vote for City Council. My name is Gracey Van Der Mark, and I'm lucky number 13 on your ballot.